Good morning. The Southwest Louisiana Economic Development Alliance Chamber of Southwest Louisiana and the Business Development of Inclusion and Task Force wants to thank everybody for participating in this event. We're highlighting companies that hire disabled disability for National Disability Month. According to the United States Department of Labor, the 2020 theme is American Recovery, Powered by Inclusion, all month long efforts to make sure that we importance and highlight people with disabilities have full access to employment and community involvement during the national recovery for COVID-19 pandemic and the regional recovery for national disasters. Today is our second symposium. We are doing a series of 4 that would highlight local companies in our area who focus on disabled members of our region population. And of course, I would like to introduce myself, Valika Hirsch-Trahan, and hosting this event for us. And also we have with us Miss Carolyn Hughes, I'm sorry, to kind of be our spokesperson for CARC today. So before we get started, I would like to introduce you so you can tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go and talk about your organization.
My name is Carolyn Hughes. I'm the vocational director for CARC. My job is simply to put the face out there and be a representative of CARC. We have a lot of individuals with disabilities, but we like to give them the opportunity and the chance to be part of the society and part of the workforce. So my job just to be the support system for them individuals.
How long have you been with the company itself? And then are you a native of Lake Charles as well?
I've been with the company 15 years, and I'm a native of DeRidder, Louisiana.
Well, happy to have you. Glad we can still have you part of the 5 parish area as well. But go ahead, we'll get started. And as I said, what is your organization goal? And just kind of tell us more about it so we can see how we can get more people involved, because, we need to make sure that we are putting bodies in those places where needed.
Yes. Our goal is to make sure our clients achieve their maximum independence. Okay, and a lot of times we have our clients that go out there, they're stereotyped, they're labeled, and we're the advocate for them. We want to be the support system to help them when they can't speak for themselves. Bottom line, we are CARC. We are a representative of the individuals in the workforce.
Now, what exactly does CARC stand for exactly? Because I know we go by the acronyms and everything, and I know what the story is, but exactly what does it stand for? What does the acronym stand for?
It's not an acronym.
Oh, it's not an acronym. Okay.
The word is CARC. Years ago, we used to be labeled Calcasieu Association for Retarded Citizens. That word is a negative. When you hear the word retarded, it's negative. We did away with that word. These are just individuals wanting the opportunity and the change. So we changed our name to CARC. No acronyms.
Okay. Okay. So prior to the pandemic and the national disasters that we've had and all experienced, what are the challenges that your clients face in opportunity in gaining employment?
Okay. A lot of individuals and employers truly didn't understand what our client had to offer. Each individual was labeled, and it was a cookie cutter. They just put into a particular group as if they didn't have any identity of themselves. But these individuals, all we had to do is meet the needs of the employer, and we would pair them up with what the employer needed. So we're just thankful and we're just grateful that we have someone out there to communicate and educate society how important it is for them in the workforce to look just like our society look. the pandemic, it wasn't just people out there that had disability. The pandemic affected everyone.
Yes.
It wasn't that people out there just had no vision. It affected everyone. Society and the workforce should all look alike. And everybody should be given that same opportunity. And we should never look down on them individuals because they have the disability. We'll meet the needs if given the opportunity.
Well, that takes us to our next question. How do employers reach out and to you in hiring your clients that you have?
You know, communication is the key.
Mm-hmm.
We have to put our face out there. We have to let the people know what we represent. I have calls coming all the time wanting to hire our individuals. Currently, right now, I had someone to call. Actually, I had someone to call this morning and ask about a job because the individual was working somewhere else and people didn't truly understand his disability.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do we go and seek employment for others, we also hire our very own. Doesn't make sense for me to give you something that I don't want, does it?
Right.
So
Exactly.
we hire our very own, but I'm willing to go the extra mile and help educate and train the people on what's needed in the workforce. A lot of people have called, and just because they know me, when they see me, even in DeRidder, they would ask about, do y'all have any jobs opening here? Do y'all have any clients to meet the needs here? Communication and word of mouth is the key to anything.
Well, good. You actually answered our next question, but another thing is, what other type of training programs do your client utilize to prepare for the workforce? Or, as you said, you can assist the client or the job location in understanding their needs.
Now, for our clients, we do have mock interviews because and we call them mock interviews, but we make sure they understand. These might not be the question, but this needs to be your posture. You need to compose yourself. We do have problem solving skills. If you get the job, okay, you might have issues on the job, but this is how you're supposed to handle it. The same way I handle an issue, you need to handle that same issue. We have two-way communication. Two-way communication, we let them know. You have to listen. And when you don't understand what is said, ask the question, tell them to repeat it. But you have to listen to someone when they give you instruction and you don't truly understand. And we have decision-making classes. Any decision that you make, there's going to be a consequence.
Mm-hmm.
You choose not to go to work, there's the consequence. We teach all them classes to our individual that's going out in the workforce. We're going to treat you the way we be treated out in there too.
Right. Well, when you're talking about that, that's classes that I think we all need sometimes to be out there and understand how to do those problem solving and get those soft skills back to really understand and really focus on listening to, instead of speaking first, and always being able to listen to, what the person has to say, to truly understand, what are they trying to get in caught. And you always have to put yourself in that person's shoes, no matter if they're disabled or not. That's just something that we just all have to kind of take a step back, especially where we are right now, and focus on listening, getting our listening skills back up. But as you said that, but of course you said, you're getting calls all the time concerning employing your clients, but at the same time, well, you did already do that, but how does your agency assist clients in finding employment as well?
A lot of time we just take the clients out into the community and see what actually interests them.
Okay.
Does it make sense just finding them a job and putting them somewhere that they don't really want to be, because they're not going to be a good representative to you?
Right.
And also what we do, early morning, we watch the television and they broadcasting job openings all the time. We still view the newspaper and look in the help wanted ad. And sometimes we just might show up to a company and say, how was your day?
Right.
And just doing something simple like that, that'll open up the opportunity, and they'll tell us how their day was. Everybody there right now, I can't find no employee to come and help me do this and help me do that. Well, that just opened up an opportunity for them to get hired.
Are there any specific companies that you know have done extraordinary, giving your clients opportunity as far as hiring them? And also, can you go into any success stories that you've had as well?
I have to truly say this, the casinos, LaBerge and the Golden Nugget have been pioneers with hiring our individuals with disability. And they have viewed them in such a good light. They are definitely representative of the Golden Nugget and LaBerge. I am so thankful and grateful that we have somebody over there who truly understands what it means to work with individuals with disability. They're not wanting a handout. They will do the job if given the opportunity. I got to say, they have been outstanding with our client. They have gone beyond the call of duty with our client. And I'm so thankful and grateful to them. And I just acknowledge this, take the time and I acknowledge them right now. You know, one of our success stories, and we have been working with them for a while, maybe over 10, 15 years.
Oh, wow.
That goes to show you. Yeah, 10, 15 years we've been working with them. And one of our success stories that we have an individual, she worked in our, has and is working in our supported work program over 20 years. This individual has worked at KPLC, 911, and the public libraries, and she's still working now. This individual, she's a go-getter, but she's also, I classify her as our trainer, because when a new individual come in, she tell them what to do, she showed them what to do, but she show them how she do it. And she trained them correctly. And I'm thankful for that individual, because right now, when you see that person out in the community, when people see them, they remember how the excellent job she did. And that right there, that put us out in front, because they asked them, do you have any more individuals like that? This individual, she's been there 20 years, over 20 years. So this lets you know she's dedicated, she's loyal. And that's what we're looking for, somebody dedicated, loyal, who will come to work. Someone you don't have to pick up the phone and call, say you're running late. They'll be at work on time. So that individual, she's a success story, and she's a representative of what we're looking for and what the employers are looking for. She's the testimony. Give us the opportunity and we'll meet your need.
That's wonderful to hear about that too, especially with the longevity that she has had, and also just kind of highlighting the organization as well. What are some of the advantages of hiring one of your clients that maybe a lot of people just don't know?
See, the biggest thing is these clients, they want to work. They have a determination. Who have that these days? That's the biggest advantage. You want somebody who eager to come to work, who wants to come to work. They want to be the change. These individuals, not only they want and willing to come to work, they have a support system. We are the support system for them. We're the middleman. When the employer can't communicate, we're the middleman. We're there. And also we have, a lot of people don't know this, people that with disabilities, they have a tax program.
Okay.
provided by the federal that you can get anywhere between $1,200 to $9,600 hiring an individual that have barriers. There are requirements for that, but a lot of individuals don't know that there is advantages for hiring someone like this.
Okay. Well, good. That actually takes us to the next, and you kind of highlighted a little bit, but just to make sure with the Americans and Disability Act, and which is a very important piece of legislation, but do all employers understand that law from your perspective?
No, no. When individuals see the word disabled, their mindset is automatically negative.
Mm-hmm.
They see handicap. They profile everyone, which isn't very good. They can't see the accomplishment and everything these individuals have overcame. So that's why you should never profile them. This act is to help educate all of us, even the ones that don't have a disability. It's to educate all of us, and it's an aid. If they're given the opportunity to better themselves, they'll do the job for you. But we have to give them the opportunity. That's what the act is for. Give them the opportunity. These individuals don't want you to give them anything. They want to earn it. They want to be part of society. Society looks like them. Believe it or not, society act like them. They need the opportunity. Just give it to them and they'll do it. Right. They'll make a believer out of all of us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And they have did that time and time again with me. A lot of time I say, oh, that person can't do that. That person is not going to do that. They have proved me wrong because my mindset was they are limited to what they can do. They doing what they can to the best of their ability.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What type of support do you think employers need in understanding and following the ADA guidelines as far as the act itself goes?
We can never get too much communication. Never. How everyone should be treated equally. People don't do that anymore these days.
Right.
We should all be treated equally and show due respect. Treat me the way you want to be treated. That's just common courtesy for everyone. Mm-hmm. Treat me the way you want to be treated. Don't look down on me. If you're going to look down on me, give me a helping hand and help me up. That's what this is all about. Help me up. I want to be part of society. I just want a chance and an opportunity to be part of society. That's all they want. Don't treat me any different than you would treat anyone else because I'm not different.
Right, exactly. And that kind of gives me when you said just kind of they want to want to be able having that limitations. Are you thinking that they have limitations of what they can perform or not perform? That reminds me of we ordered waiter one night, and the young lady came up, and she was clearly disabled, and basically opened the door and everything else, and gave us our food, and then we was just like, okay, looking at each other and like, okay, hey, if she can work, anybody can work. That's kind of the her mom was driving her around, but it was just very impressive and left a true impression on me of what we considered limitations for ourselves. But with that said, describe some of the challenges your clients have had on the work site, other than aside from them not understanding their disability that they may have, or truly understanding how to communicate with them. What are the challenges that you have seen on the work site?
Just being labeled and looked down upon as if they have nothing of value to offer anyone, which is so not true. If they're given the opportunity, they will do the job. A lot of problems we have on the job is that a lot of individuals, they go to work and people want to give them the job that they don't want.
Mm.
That is not good, because our individual would do the job that you do not want, and they'll do the job that you want yourself to. If given the opportunity, they would show you what they have learned and what they're learning, because no one wants to do the job at the bottom all the time. They want promotion just like you. So give them the opportunity. We label them and stereotype them and say, let them do the dirty job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you know, it all started from a dirty job.
Right.
Give them the dirty job and they'll prove to you they can do your job.
Right.
A lot of times, sometimes people are fearful because it's people with disability can do your job better than you can, and you are afraid. Give them the opportunity to prove you wrong.
That's right. Every time.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on an employer should consider before hiring one of your clients, other than just giving them an opportunity, but what you, in the ones that are actually watching this program, being able to say, hey, what do I need to consider before hiring somebody, other than getting a tax credit?
No, the same thought you have as if your I would come in, it should be the same thought you have if a client with a disability come in. Can they do the job? Are they willing to come to work? You don't have to be disabled. The ones that's not disabled, they don't want to do that. But the same thought you should have for you or I, we should have it for the clients as well. If they're willing to report to work, if they're able to report to work, that should be our only concern. They'll meet your expectation if you give them the opportunity.
Right. What type of diversity do disabled residents provide to the workforce?
Today, we have clients working on the job with one arm, no vision, no communication. We have clients working in wheelchairs, but they are representative of what society look like.
Mm-hmm.
So society look like the people, the workforce should also look like them people. They need the opportunity and the chance to prove it.
Hello?
Go ahead. Oh, do you feel there's enough job training programs for the disabled residents?
We have several organizations that go out and teach the skills, but you know, the companies, I guess we need to communicate much better too. Need to let them know, hey, the Louisiana LRS is available. They offer training. CARC offer training. There's other organizations that offer training, but I guess we need to do a better job of communicating.
Well,
that's available.
Yeah, hopefully one of those organizations will be highlighted over these next couple of weeks that we have left. But what does it take for a successful job relationship between one of your clients and employers, other than just listening?
Well, of course, I'm going to constant communication and understanding, of course. Hey, I'm sorry, even a marriage doesn't work if you don't have communication and understanding. Right. So that's what we want to form a marriage here. It has to always be communication and understanding. What you say might not be what I understand, so you might have to repeat it. So, like I say, continuous communication and understanding of what's expected.
Well, I just want to impose on everybody. I don't know if everybody has Disney Plus, but this is something I'm just going to add. This has nothing to do with, well, it does have to do with where we are in one of the while we're highlighting the disability month. There is about a very short, maybe about 5-10 minutes, no more than 15 minutes of your time. And it's a short story on Disney Plus called Loop. And it actually kind of helps you understand what she's referring to. It only takes about 5-10 minutes of your time. And if you actually look at that program, and actually I just ran across it, just so happened, not even knowing that we was going to talk about all this, but just happened to run across it. It's on Disney Plus and it's called Loop. So I'm just imposing everybody to kind of go out there, watch it. It takes 5-10 minutes of your time to do it, and just kind of get an understanding of our differently able community. But before we close, I just want to thank you so much for reaching out. Thank you for your time this morning, and let people know how to get in touch with you, how to get, reach out to for more information, just kind of where we are, and we'll go from there.
I would like to thank you for allowing me this here time, because we're looking for individuals, and we want employers to know that we're out there looking for individuals. And you can contact us at 337-433-3620. Once again, 337-433-3620. And we're located at 4100 J. Bennett Johnston Avenue in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Our hours of operation in the office is Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
And with that said, again, this is our second symposium for the Alliance Chamber of Southwest Louisiana Development Inclusion Task Force. And we will be conducting a series of 2 more events to highlight National Disability Employment Month. And we look forward to at our next digital event on October 21st at the same time, 10 a.m. And we invite you to participate and join us. And also, please don't hesitate to reach out to this community. As you can see, everybody want to say that we can't find people. Obviously, she has clients that are actually eager and willing to work. And I want to thank you again for participating, and y'all have a good day.
You too.